a show made by gamers.
Made for gamers.
Brought to you by Ace Corporations.
Pillars of Gaming!
Hi and welcome to Pillars of Gaming. It's me, High Voltage.
It's me, Quixie.
And I'm Alakais.
Today we will talk about characters. And we will talk especially about bad characters. Are you ready to start with the first question?
Hit us.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's give it a go.
Wait.
First question. What?
Some of us have notes.
What makes a character bad?
What about we start with you?
What about we start with me? Okay.
You generally have more things to say about stuff like this.
Yeah, usually I do. Like, one of the most important things for a good character is actually story development. And when you have characters that have no story development, that's what makes them bad characters. And I'm gonna start off with, like, silent protagonists in games in general. Some of the worst characters.
I know what you're gonna say.
Which one? Which
All
one
of
is
them.
it?
For example, in Souls-like games, I dislike the protagonist in Souls-like games because he's just a generic character. I know there's more lore to it and why you're that type of a character, and like you basically are a no one that suddenly like manages to accomplish like a task.
So it's supposed to be relatable to everybody.
Yes, I understand that logic, and it works if you're Spider-Man.
yeah.
But at least Spider-Man he's not a silent character. He's
Yeah.
funny, he's interesting.
He makes jokes.
Yeah, he does good jokes.
And if he doesn't make jokes, you're in danger.
Well, when you have a silent protagonist in a game, he's just there just to be there. Another good example for that is like the Doom guy. I'm sorry, but I dislike him as a character. Yeah, the newer games it's better, but in the older ones especially, him being just a silent protagonist, him just not having anything going for him makes him a bad character.
Okay, what is more important to you, honestly? I want to know. Is it the character needs to have emotional development or needs to have emotional depth? What is more important to you?
Both. For example, the prince from Prince of Persia. That's a good character because you have your development in his character, and he starts off as a generic shitty prince overall, and afterwards he
A brat.
develops throughout all of the games, which makes him actually interesting. And he develops in different ways. That, like, the first three games, like Prince of Persia Sands of Time, Prince of Persia Two Thrones, and Prince of Persia Two Thrones, the three games, we saw the prince in three different situations. And we saw him as kind of like three different characters. And even when you make, like, a mistake and die, for example, in the game, he's like, well, that didn't happen like that. Because he's telling the story and he's like, wait, let me start over. Like, I made a mistake here in the story. I didn't explain it well, or I misremembered something, which adds more flavor to the character because he's
the fourth
yeah,
wall.
he's breaking the fourth wall,
Deadpool style.
but in a different way than Deadpool, by the way. In a very different way, because he's the storyteller. He's basically and it fits very well with the end of the game, because that's how the game ends. He actually goes to his loved one and he explains the story, and he explains that basically Persia is invading India, and that the whole invasion is gonna happen, that they're gonna get betrayed, and so on. He basically stops a war just by going and telling his tale to someone. And that makes him unique, and he actually sacrifices everything throughout the game so he can go back from the start and try and fix things. And the game ends on that. You don't actually find out if he managed to save the world with his decision. You don't actually find out if things won't repeat again. So yeah, good characters for me need to be first interesting as characters. They need to have I don't know, some smarts to them. They shouldn't be just dumb, and they should have at least some foresight of what's gonna happen. They need to be able to use their brains overall.
At least 2 bachelor's degrees.
Yeah.
yeah.
Absolutely. And they need to develop as a character. There needs to be some type of progression for me. That goes even for NPCs. I prefer NPCs that you see through the game actually develop in a way. But when you get an NPC with a good story or a backstory, it actually makes them that much better. For example, like the guards in Skyrim. The idea, no, not with a hi there, but the idea that
Stop right there! Criminal scum!
they say, like, I used to be adventurer like you before I took an arrow to the knee. It gives them a lot more personality in general.
We're gonna
What
have
about
to-
you?
As for me, I generally call them nothing burger characters.
What do you mean by that?
Basically, it's characters that do not, as he said, they do not enrich the story. They have nothing in there. You can cut them out and nothing is
will
going to
change.
change.
Or you can interchange the character with someone else and it won't.
Yeah,
change.
exactly.
Yeah.
I also sometimes don't like silent characters. It more goes to if your side character is a silent character. If your side character is a silent character, get rid of him. You don't need him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't mind if the main character is silent for you to understand what he's feeling and what he's thinking, even without hearing their voice. There is a way artistically to make that for you to be understandable. But when it comes to side characters being silent, they're not the main focus anyways. So if they're silent, they're just there to just exist. Nothing changes.
Yeah, like a bodyguard.
Yeah, it's like a
Even
bodyguard.
without the purpose of defending.
Yeah, you're the one defending him.
That's where we have The Last of Us, which kind of flips that script. Your side character, especially the first one. Yeah, Ellie is a good side character to Joel because she actually provides something to the story. They have interactions.
Yeah, they have interaction, as well as that, the way that they implemented it very well, that sometimes Ellie can help you.
Yeah, she can be helpful.
She actually saves your ass at least twice.
Story based, yeah. but
Story? No, we're talking about
gameplay.
gameplay wise.
Gameplay.
There is a way. There are ways where she can help you.
Yeah.
Like in God of War.
Oh yes, yes. The way that Atreus was handled in a God of War 1 and even 2 is very good way because it adds a different element for you to interact with the world, with enemies. Silent character, but imagine Atreus in that story and just have him say nothing.
Well, in some
Too much like
situations,
his father.
in some situations, I think it would have been actually better. Because Atreus is a little whiny bitch.
And for you, what are the worst characters?
Well, a lot of characters that are just blanks, as you said already. They just exist. They don't improve the story. They don't feel connected to it very well, even to the world. If their actions don't have or almost zero consequences, or the world doesn't change them, as you say, character development is very important for me to like the character. The good thing is that I like to study the game, and I like my character to study the world with it. I mean, both studying, learning a few things.
So we
Left
all
and right.
agree that like the worst characters, NPCs, and whatever, like a bad character in general is one that has neither any development, does not add to the story, and in a way is there just so they can be there.
Yeah, and like I say, even one being a Mary Sue, even in the movies,
Okay.
all knowing, no consequences for your actions, or at least no bad consequences for your actions. Being too perfect isn't the right way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think we can all agree. At least being a Mary Sue is better than being nothing at all.
Yeah, I can. see that.
At least if you're a Mary Sue, you can at least be angry at them. When the other one, you're not angry. You're like, oh, I forgot you're here.
While on the topic of bad characters, I gotta mention one that I actually mentioned
Wait.
in the original show. No. I gotta mention Malfurion.
Who?
Yeah, from World of Warcraft.
Oh,
Yeah.
we both had the.
I can't just not do this. Malfurion, one of the worst characters in gaming in general. And now I'm not being racist here. He's a pink, purplish, shitty nut. Okay, the reason I hate Malfurion that much is that he should be like close to a god in the Warcraft universe. He's that all-powerful, all-knowing druid that should be able to end the war in general and like stop the demon invasion. And he kinda does nothing. That's the problem with him in all the games, like in World of Warcraft and in Warcraft and so on. He does absolutely nothing. First of all, he's sleeping. From the start of Warcraft to the middle of Warcraft 3, that guy is just sleeping. And some random ass ghouls are chopping trees, and another character that I dislike, Tyrande. Tyrande goes, wakes him up, and she's like, we gotta stop the demon invasion that we once stopped before. And he's like, okay. Afterwards, he does nothing to stop the demon invasion. He just summons the spirits of the dead to go around the Tree of Life, and the demon dies.
Okay.
The demon explodes because he gets overfilled with life energy and he just explodes.
The game, does it explain it in a such way where he's just lazy, stupid?
He's just there so he can be there.
Nothing else.
Yeah, he's kinda useless overall.
Well, let's discuss the worst protagonist.
Okay.
I would have to say the main character that you play as in Outlast 2. I swear to God, if I hear the name Lynn one more goddamn time, I'm gonna punch somebody. The motherfucker cares nothing for nothing except Lynn and saying all the time.
And getting punched in the face after the end of every conversation.
And getting buried 5 meters down. Honestly, there's just nothing to this character. Like, in the first game, yes, there is no character. Technically, you get to know him through his notes that he takes throughout the game. You get to understand his personality, what he's looking for. The problem is that now we still have the notes. We can still keep up. He still makes notes to everything that he records. But now he has an actual voice that just cusses all the time and screams his wife's name.
So wait, like, was the first protagonist of Outlast like a silent character?
Yeah, he was a silent character.
Oh, so from a bad silent character, he moved on to being like a character.
The reason
Character, like, in quotation marks.
They
tried giving him a personality, basically, and it's shit.
Basically, no, it's not shit. Actually, it's pretty good. If you look at each and every one of the notes that he makes in the first game, you're gonna laugh. I promise you're going to laugh about the things that he says. He's funny, he's whimsical, he can get very real, he can get very deep into his notes, saying dark things. The second game, the character is just uninteresting. In the first game, they made him silent because they wanted to focus on the notes, and as well as that they wanted to focus on the bad guys. They wanted to enhance the experience by not having somebody saying whimsical quotes.
Okay.
Yeah, to keep the tension high.
Yeah, to keep the tension high. The only thing that you can hear from your main character is him grunting, screaming, and panting. That's literally all that you hear from him.
He's suffering.
And the only way for you to know more about him, you just have to look at the notes that he makes every time he records something, some kind of event or anything like that. On the second game, he says shit all the time, but he still makes the notes like they matter now. And if you look at the notes, he's always talking about fucking Lynn. He's a linear character with no motivations.
Except Lynn.
Yes,
What is that? His like love interest or something?
it's his wife
Yeah,
that gets
okay.
kidnapped and raped.
Ew.
Yeah, she gets pregnant.
Okay, what about you?
For me, well, there's a specific type of protagonist that I dislike. And let's start off with Atomic Heart, with the main character, the protagonist. It's Sergei Nehaev or something like that. He doesn't bring anything to the game. If he was a silent character, it would have been kind of the same. He's just there to make one-liners and stupid jokes that are really, really stupid.
Yeah, he never really says anything deep.
Exactly.
It's just jokes.
Exactly. And the jokes even aren't good. Like, he's always saying either cussing, as you mentioned with the other guy. That doesn't provide anything, and he's always angry at the bot that he has in his hand, basically.
And even though he has no reason to, he literally has no reason to.
And all of his lines are kind of not bringing anything. They're just flavor texts, so you can have something for him to be able to say something, and he looks extremely generic. And that's another problem that I have. Same goes for like Blazkowicz, BJ Blazkowicz from Wolfenstein. Kind of the same character for me. All of them are like the same character. And now we're gonna go to one of the more original versions of that, and that's Duke Nukem. I know that there's like Duke Nukem at least is kind of funny, and he's made that way.
Yeah,
At least
he's
he's
supposed
made.
to be like that.
Yeah. He's supposed to be a little bit edgy and have those one-liners and sound ridiculous. But at least he's semi-funny. He's trying too much to be funny, but at the same time he is. Like, that makes it a little bit more funny, due to the fact that it's a little bit too much.
His character. Trying too much to be serious. And cool at the same time.
More like trying too much to be funny, where the tone is overly serious in the game.
But what is your kryptonite when it comes to bad protagonists?
Dying last.
Dying last.
The Last of Us 2.
There. Okay.
Well, both of the main characters.
Wait, what?
Joe and
Ellie and Abby. She's a playable character.
yeah, she's a
Abby
play,
is, but later
but
in
she's
the game.
not really a protagonist.
It's kind of a protagonist.
Okay, I get why you think.
I get what you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did a character assassination of Ellie.
Oh
They
yeah.
gave her
Revenge plot.
revenge
basically.
plot, yeah, and she didn't even do it to the end. I mean, she got the opportunity.
Wait,
to...
that's what you dislike about
No, it's
No,
She
I-
changed. She became.
A mother.
I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah.
She became so empty. The reason is not that she lost her father. A lot of people try to excuse that, but it's bad writing. She just goes on and on about her revenge.
And afterwards doesn't even complete the revenge arc.
It's not.
But she doesn't get redeemed as well.
Yeah.
she's,
If
she's not, she's at the start. When she reaches the end, she's at ground zero.
this is where I disagree with both of you. I think the ending where he doesn't go through with killing her is actually her trying to move forward. Yes. I don't think it's about being tired. And when she comes back to see her adopted daughter, and as well as that, basically the girl that she had sex with.
Her love interest, come on!
Don't say it like that.
I don't give a shit. But basically, after that, she notices they're both gone. She took the kid, and they never see. She never sees them again, and it's kind of shown to be like that revenge. It will take everything from you.
Yeah, I understand the message, but it's still. It's like she isn't herself.
Well, it depends how you look at it.
She, at the
I
beginning, she's mad at Joe because he took the decision of ending her life in order to save everybody, which is still a theory if a vaccine can be made. From the last game, she digressed. There was no character development. She became bitter, angry at him, even though he was always there to protect her. And when she lost him, she went on a rampage, literally. And it was like she always wants the things that she does not have.
Yeah, you're kind of
Always.
right.
I have
really.
to actually I have to agree with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. I actually have to agree on that.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually see it like that. Okay.
That's a very good point. Kind of.
Okay, you surprised me.
One sentence.
One sentence and the internet blows up.
How powerful.
No, now other YouTubers are gonna make videos like, she's even worse than we thought.
Now that makes her really more of a bad character.
Yeah.
Because she had no progression story-wise. She didn't even go for full circle. She just moved slightly forward and afterwards stopped.
Let's discuss the worst antagonist, since we already discussed the protagonist of the games.
It's gonna be good to actually talk about the antagonist because I have to bring up, honestly, something that we just talked about. Again from The Last of Us, Abby. You kind of brought her up, but I think she fits more into the antagonist role. And she's still pretty bad. Even worse than Ellie.
You don't need to convince me.
I mean, she wasn't much of a protagonist.
She killed Joe, killed Joe's brother. Oh no, she
Wait,
didn't.
no, she didn't.
She killed the Asian guy. She's racist as well. That means you
discussion.
probably like her. No. But no, she's just all over the place. First, she's like, okay, they killed my dad. I'm gonna kill their dad. Then wonders, why the fuck did you kill my friends? Because I killed your dad.
An eye for an eye.
An eye
basically.
for an eye, basically, and she's not even apologetic. Like, it's just
Not only that, but
She kind of got her revenge arc, unlike Ellie, though.
Yeah.
She was. It was served to her on a silver platter. He saved her life. Joe saved
Yeah.
her life and the lives of her friends, and she just. Wait a minute, you're called Joe? Oh, that's the same name as the person who killed my father. Coincidence? I think not.
Joe who.
Joe Mom.
Yes, I wanted him to say it. I wanted him to say it. I don't think there's anything good about her character. She's inconsistent. I think that's the biggest flaw that she has. She's just inconsistent.
The same problem with that.
With Ellie, it's not as bad as Abby, though.
Yeah, of course. But...
We're talking about antagonists now.
Yeah.
Don't bring up Ellie into
Yeah.
that. I mean,
Problem is, they kind of go hand in hand. You can't talk about Abby without talking about Ellie because they kind of bring each other down. Like, I just kind of hate the buff, angry characters. They're just uninteresting.
Generic.
They're generic, uninteresting, very simplified, and she just falls into that category.
I'm fine
no
with
depth to
Abby
them.
being like the bad guy of the story. I'm not fine with her.
Portrayal as the bad guy.
No, I'm fine with her portrayal as the bad guy. I'm not fine with her being a protagonist at some point. Them trying to make her likable. That's what
Yeah.
I'm not okay with.
Forcing you to like someone
That makes her even worse as a character.
because they shove it down your.
Do you know how I think it would have been handled better? I don't think that Joe should have died.
Okay.
I personally
That's a very
think
controversial topic.
I personally think that he should have survived.
I think he should have sacrificed himself. That's an honorable death.
Yeah,
That's
or that.
yeah.
I mean, the idea.
If I imagine if you had the whole game, he was alive throughout it, and they were trying to escape Abby. She was chasing them the whole time,
Okay.
and then at the end, Joel sacrifices himself so that he can save Ellie. Abby notices that, switch flips.
What about you?
No.
I like eyes.
Okay,
1 hour discussion.
we're gonna go to Far Cry 3.
Yeah. Okay.
The antagonist in Far Cry 3. Vas Montenegro. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly.
Yeah, it is
Like the
correct.
crazy dude overall.
The one that, yeah.
Basically, the one
Mohawk
with the,
guy.
Yeah.
with the red
Yeah.
shirt, yeah. Just not an interesting character. Again, he's just crazy so he can be crazy.
Crazy and nihilistic for
Exactly.
just being evil.
Nothing going on
Yeah.
for him. That's another thing. Joker in all games. I dislike Joker in every game. He kind of reminds me of that type of character. At least Joker has something for him.
Yeah, because
he's more likable. He's more charismatic in a way.
Yeah, it's like his main trait that he's just crazy and he wants to fight Batman till the end of his.
And as well as that, he's funny. He's a joker, for goddammit.
He's
Not
not,
exactly
funny.
funny, but
But-
he's
Cringy, okay.
his
He's not
jokes
even-
are kind of.
They're not funny, but that's what makes them funny.
They're
actually.
so bad, they're funny.
Exactly. And at least there you have a good dynamic. Like the crazy Joker with the crazy Batman, because Batman is basically crazy.
Yeah, one is crazy
He's insane.
serious, the other one is just.
Two
doesn't
sides
care.
of the same coin.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah. And it makes it interesting, it makes it fun, because you have a dynamic there. Well, here you just have a crazy, chaotic bad guy. That's it. Nothing going for him. He's neither funny, neither charismatic, neither he has a good protagonist for which he can be a good antagonist.
Ah,
You don't have a good dynamic going here.
when I think of it through that lens, I have to agree. He's generally just a crazy guy with whimsy one-liners.
Kind of the same as most of our like other characters that we mentioned.
Yeah. Now
Just
I think about it.
one-liners, nothing specific. They don't have any deeper like characteristics than just the generic thing about them.
He's just crazy just for the sake of being crazy.
Exactly, they're a little bit too generic. And when you compare it to something like Handsome Jack from Borderlands,
Yeah.
he's crazy, yeah, but he's interesting. He has good one-liners. He actually used to be the hero and afterwards turned into the villain.
You live. You
Live long, die.
You
either
you die you either
hero,
die a hero or live long enough to
become-
see yourself become the villain.
Exactly. That's what a good villain needs. He either needs some type of a motivation or you need some big event that actually turned him into what he is.
You have to do either one of the two.
Villains that I find boring is maybe the villain from Dying Light 1. He has a turning point in his life that made him this way, but not exactly. He was ruthless before that, but just not at the same scale. Because I think his brother dies in the outbreak
I
with the
think,
zombies.
yeah.
His brother, because he couldn't be saved. I don't remember if he was killed in an accident or he was just turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
But the main point is that I'm trying to make is that he's, like I said, he's just evil to be evil, nihilistic, and to make the world.
He should be the big bad
Yeah,
guy.
he should be the but big. he doesn't feel like
Yeah.
that. The big bad guy is the corporations that is destroying them.
Yeah, exactly.
But he is the main villain in the game because you fight him at the end after all, and
He's just generic and boring.
yeah, he's there to just make trouble for you.
It's not even that. It's like, okay, I understand. Morally saying, yeah, he's a bad dude.
not
But
because
like,
he's-
but we're talking. But I'm saying like, I've never, when I played the game, I found him less intimidating than
As-
zombies.
see, that's not the way.
That I just saw him as less intimidating.
He's not intimidating enough to be the main.
Was he Russian? I think he was Russian.
No, I think he was Turkish.
Oh yeah, he was Turkish.
The
You
whole
had-
our areas is. In
That's gonna sound controversial, but maybe if he was Russian, he would have been a better villain.
I mean, they do have a scarier accent to them. Even Germans.
Kyle Crane. Kyle Crane will meet again. I don't like evil doctors or people who have seen the great evils of the cosmos and trying to summon them. It's like, you should see the beauty in it.
Oh yeah, the crazy type.
Yeah, the crazy types. Just because
Their explanation is basically, I've seen too much and I got crazy. And it's like,
yeah,
everyone has seen too much. It's like, come on.
they're just weak-minded and they're puppets for something.
I mean, technically, we can
For
make an
greater
argument that almost all villains are just weak-minded people.
Yeah, we can make that, but not all of them. A lot of them are they've been reasonable before, and they can see that they have gone too
Deep into the rabbit hole.
too deep into the rabbit hole.
Sold
too
their
deep
souls.
in shit, so they gotta keep on going there.
Yeah.
They know that they've done bad, so why not keep on doing bad?
being memorable. That's if you're not, then you are not scary enough. You're not intimidating enough.
I remember the giant zombies that
Yeah.
had like the prison zombies that basically
in
had.
general, for this entire episode, we had like a very hard time remembering the names of all of these characters due to the fact that they're so unmemorable. Actually,
Literally, we had to research these
yeah,
guys.
we had to research them.
I even had to play a bit
So
in order to remember
that's
anything.
how bad they were and uninteresting.
Just know what we have to go through to actually tell you the stories of
Yeah.
these guys, why we don't like them. We did heavy research about this. I have to say, I'm sorry. The second game, I just think the villain is so goofy.
Yeah, he is goofy.
Who was the villain from the second game?
He's exactly.
He's
You even have a boss fight with
he's
him.
a scientist,
But
but he's like, I will pretend.
no,
that
he's not
I'm...
a scientist.
He is.
No, he just funds the scientists.
No, he's part of them.
Really?
He makes researches and everything, and he's like, I will look like the bad guy until the end. Aidan, why are you stopping me? I have to save my daughter. Something like that. No.
And
Don't
then,
do it.
and do you know what the boss fight is? Oh my god, is the most annoying. He basically drugs himself, gives himself the zombie virus.
And you have platform fighting.
That
And
sounds like something from
and do you
Resident
know what?
Evil.
And do you know what he starts doing? He starts flying in the air, crashing down like Superman, pushing you out and having the speed of the Flash. Then it's so you no longer see him as a villain. You just see him as
beaten to pulp.
and you're over there like you remind me of the Coyote and the Wolf and the what was
Something like that.
the Runner.
You're
You're like the fucking Runner. You're just goofy as fuck.
He wasn't intimidating too. Even the chasing scenes. Again, nothing burgers.
Yeah.
Being crazy, being scientist crazy.
This
That's the
might be
main-
actually the hardest episode to film possible
For
because
now, yeah.
for now because basically we all three of us agree on the same thing. We hate nothing burger villains. And I think many of you share the same opinion.
I think that's the main thing between all of them that makes them bad characters as a whole.
Yeah, but
Having nothing,
Nothing
you-
going for them.
yeah, for their
No story
personality
development,
is
no characteristics, no nothing.
being generic.
being able to remove them
How-
and have something else be the bigger threat.
Yeah,
Is
just being
just-
generic, that's the biggest killer. Like, that's the big bad in our story currently.
And that's why I think we should have made this episode because honestly, games now just don't want to change that.
Yeah, game
develop-
developers.
What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
We all know, we all agree on the same thing, and nobody fixes it.
And we usually disagree on all of those matters.
This is the one topic we basically agree on,
Yeah.
all of us.
Yeah.
For our last discussion, we have worst enemies in games.
Okay.
Hmm.
Worst enemies in games.
gameplay wise.
What would you say is?
Shield enemies. Like enemies with shields in general.
Oh, they're typically not handled well.
Yeah, they're just annoying. They're there as an obstacle overall.
You like get around them and then hit them, or stun them, or
Yeah,
anything
you
like that.
need. The idea is for you to have to think of a creative way to deal with them, and to kind of diversify combat. But usually,
Probably
just doesn't
most
do
probably there isn't one.
they're just annoying. They kind of handled it well in Spider-Man, because you can pull their shields off and you
And
can
in-
throw their shields at them.
And in Doom, in the new games of Doom, if you use the plasma gun, I'm not sure if it's called that way, but you kind of overcharge their shields.
Yeah, yeah.
And some of them who are with steel shields, you can shoot at them, and because of the heat, they get easier to break at the end. They have like a breaking limit. So yeah.
But in general, we can agree that they're just bad enemies. It's a bad concept that's trying to make combat more exciting and more diverse.
I don't
but it
think it's
doesn't
a
actually
bad
achieve it.
thing. I don't think it's a bad thing. Is the way that it's executed. It's most
Okay, yeah,
usually take the shield or get around the shield.
And I think it depends on the main theme of the game. If it's some medieval-like fighting style, basically.
Well, it's a little bit more understandable there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
another kind of.
but
But in combat games, which
In
include
shooter games in
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta either shoot them specifically in the feet or in the head.
Yeah.
or let's say in RPG or MMORPG, so games like that, if you have a shield, they must give you at a certain point a way to break through the shield, like a specific skill, specific weapon that can break through the shield. It adds a whole new dynamic.
We have that in Doom.
Usually they just give you a kick so you can do it.
Yeah, usually.
The kick is weird to me because it's like, are you seriously trying to tell me the kick is gonna do a better job than the spear?
Well, yes, actually it would, because the idea usually with the kick is that you knock them
Yeah, but
back and
what about
they
just
kinda get
with the?
stunned.
But what about with the shield? You just aim for the feet.
A few moments later.
In Spider-Man 2, for example,
They handled it well.
no, in Marvel Spider-Man now,
Really?
because it's first of all, it's more difficult to grab somebody's shield.
For me, they
Me-
handled it well because you can either go underneath them, above them, or just grab their shield and throw. The shield back at
Yeah.
them.
But the thing is, you would usually go for to go under them.
Yeah.
It's very rare for you to use the web to actually grab the shield because it's first you have to press triangle, hold triangle, then click two buttons at the same time.
I mean, for me, it was a good way of handling shields. Spider-Man was a good example, actually, of how shield enemies should be handled. Due to the fact that you have a lot of mobility in that game. And it's a cool animation going under them and just...
I mean, I
Hitting
can agree, also can disagree with it, but
Okay.
honestly,
And it's part
it's a
of
fair point.
An analytical personality of Peter Parker. He finds different ways to
Yeah, that is actually
defeat his enemies.
A few moments later.
Exploding enemies.
Oh yeah.
The bomb type of enemies.
I don't encounter them. I don't think I've encountered one.
Come on. Like, they're everywhere.
I don't. At least I don't
In
remember.
Halo,
one.
you have
I
exploders.
didn't play Halo.
Okay.
In
In StarCraft 2, you have exploders.
you have
Okay, in StarCraft I played it for a
in
little
zombie
bit, but-
games they use them a lot.
Yeah, and
Oh.
zombie games as well.
Bloaters and
Oh yeah, true. But they don't. But in most zombie games, they don't kill you right away.
Yeah, but the 2 or 3.
Like those terroristic type of enemies.
Yeah, and
Oh,
small area when you're trapped with them, you can't escape very quick.
Okay.
Sometimes they can be a big trouble.
They're just there so they can take a huge chunk out of your health.
But honestly,
Usually they're made bad, and you need
Yeah, but-
to specifically target them to shoot them down.
Yeah, in most of the times actually you can use them against the other.
You can use them,
enemies.
yeah, as like an explosive barrel, basically.
Yeah.
They're a moving explosive barrel that you can use. But still, they're just
I don't-
annoying.
I
Yeah.
don't think they're a bad included.
I don't like them. I definitely don't like them. For me, they're kind of useless. To a
For
game.
me, it just adds a different scare element that you have to get around.
Finally, something to disagree about.
Yeah,
Finally!
Okay, and what are your enemies that you don't like?
Okay, it's kind of difficult to explain, so let me. Enemies for segments for using stealth. Because, for
Okay.
example, have you played Spider-Man Web of Shadows?
No.
Nope.
God damn it.
You
Okay.
lost us here.
Okay. Basically, I'm talking about the type of games that are basically stealth, made for stealth, and then your enemies are stupid as heck. They ignore all sounds. They can have a dead body right next to them, and they will not even notice it.
Oh, Assassin's Creed enemies.
Yeah. But then, as soon as they see you, they're like a hawk that can see you from a kilometer away. They have aimbot that kills you, that aims for you perfectly. It's just a massive inconsistency because in one instance, when you're doing stealth, they're blind, deaf idiots. But then as soon as they see you, they have the eyes of a hawk, they have the ears of a bat, and they have the aim of a 30-year veteran.
I think that like the older Metal Gear Solid games.
Yeah,
actually
they
did
have that, and it's
as well.
annoying. I hate those type of things because they give you one expectation with one, then break those expectations and do another.
Okay.
Your worst.
Well, one of my
Sponges.
least favorites are the flying enemies in every shooter games. Because
Okay.
I understand that their
Jet
main
from
goal is to
Valorant.
distract you from the foot soldiers, but when you're getting jumped by a gang of enemies, they can be very irritating for me.
Yeah, flying
Yeah,
enemies in
irritating.
general can be very irritating. But there are some games that do it well, at least in my opinion. And I may repeat this for the 100th time probably. It's a game on my channel. It's Star Wars Republic Commando.
You're gonna play it.
I know. I
No,
know.
that's another Star Wars game. That's not. It's a first-person shooter.
Yeah, but he
so
won't-
you're probably
Oh.
gonna enjoy it a lot more. But the Geonosians there, they can fly, most of them. And they're made well because, for example, you have overall two type of Geonosians that you have to encounter there. One of them have like a plasma or a magma shooting.
A few moments later.
And the other type of flying enemies that they have are the normal Geonosians, who actually attack you with something like a spear type of weapon, so they have to land.
5 minutes later.
Different Geonosians just fly in and creep around the tunnels and on the
hives.
ceiling. Yeah, like a hive, basically. And there they fly so they can be stealthy and so they can hide in the darkness from you. And
Can
so,
you hear them?
yes, you can hear them flying and you can hear them making different bug sounds.
But you have to spot them in order.
Okay.
Exactly, you need to use your flashlight to actually spot them and shoot them down. And if they want to attack you, they need to land so they can strike you down.
So this is.
Okay, but okay.
That's why I'm saying it's handled well there.
But they're flying enemies that don't really attack until they land.
Yeah,
There's a difference
one of their
between
version,
what,
yes.
I think there's a difference between what you're saying and what he's saying.
I'm saying that's a good way to handle flying enemies. I know what he means. Like, basically flying enemies that are there just to, again, make the combat more interesting in a way and divert your attention from something to something else. Yeah, that's pretty much a bad enemy when you make it that way.
Yeah, but that's how they do it most of the time.
Most of the times, yes, absolutely.
For example, the elves in God of War.
Oh, yeah.
In the
Yeah.
in God of War 4 and 5, basically.
Yeah.
Those are handled horribly. I hate them because first of all, they're a sponge type of enemy. They're very difficult to kill. Because you don't have a specific weapon that handles
Even
them
if
better.
they're a level
and Even if they're
Lower?
a level higher than you,
Yeah, level higher than you.
the level works if you have better level armor.
Oh, okay.
It's not like you grind XP and shit like that.
Yeah, I know how.
But basically, the way that they handle them, they just fly in the air, and they have some attacks that are unavoidable. For example, they have this one attack where they slam down on the ground, and they basically have like a shockwave that affects a certain amount of radius. If you're in that radius, don't matter if how much you rolled.
I can't remember. Were they using spears?
Yeah, they were using
Yeah,
spears.
Maybe that's why Kratos creates a spear.
And
One of them.
and I thought the spear, I was like, finally, a weapon that's gonna handle them well. But no, it's shittier than the axe.
Really?
It's actually shittier than the
'Cause
axe.
I can't remember.
They literally have an attack that literally blasts like magic from while they're in the air. And they blast it at a certain area, and you have a certain amount of time to get out of that area before you get stunned. And the stun actually blinds you.
Yeah. Other type of enemy that I despise is actually there are two, but they are in the same category. Is freezing type of enemies who
Nah.
just freeze you. I don't like them. It's preference.
Yeah, it's preference, but why exactly?
Because it's fucking useless. They're made only for you to learn
Lose
how
your
to-
agency, basically.
Not only that, but if you escape their attacks, they're kind of useless. They're made only for you to be more cautious. Nothing much. And I don't like the Medusa enemies in God of War. One of the games, I don't remember. if
It's
it
the
was-
first one.
If you don't beat the quick time event, you get instantly killed when they turn you into stone. I don't like this kind of enemy.
Yeah, in general, insta-kill enemies
Because
are
it's-
annoying.
It's not a boss fight. It's just
Yeah, why are you
It's a
instant-killing me
it's
if
a
you're
higher
just
level.
Where you have to
enemy.
click circle, correct?
I don't remember very well, but maybe.
It's not very logical for a normal enemy NPC to just murder you outright.
Yeah.
It's kind of
When you fought gods and
Yeah,
you can
it
beat
beats
them.
the purpose of you being man too angry to die.
And one that I think we all can agree is sponge enemies. Basically ones that can take a hell of a beating.
the extremely tanky ones.
And the biggest criminal of that are the latest releases of Assassin's Creed with the whole level system.
Destiny had a big problem with them as well. At least the
For
old
a
version.
while they did, but they were able to steer away from it.
There was another game that was more like
A good way to handle them is to make them a weak spot, or weak points. in
Yeah.
their body.
adding like weak spots.
Or just don't use them at all. I don't see a point to using them at all.
Well,
I mean, you can
Eat-
make them in a fun way.
to eat all your aim.
If you have sponge
Aim.
enemies, I would imagine it being having that if you're having a fist fight with them, but not when you have a sword or shit like that.
I'm
or
fine
a
with it.
shotgun. I'm
You
I'm
shot
firing
it.
at
You
this
shot him in the
fucker.
fucking head, and
Okay, I'm fine with it if they make them, if they were making them more interactable. When you shoot them, if like parts of their armor fell or
That
something
would be
like that,
cool.
or like when you're fighting them with a sword,
Animation.
javelin, doesn't matter, spear, whatever, or huge warhammer.
You
to
can only
understand-
hit the weak points in order to slow
Yeah,
them down or
It would
something
have
like
been
that.
cool if you were breaking parts of their armor, and when you've already broken a part of their armor, that basically becomes their weak spot,
And-
and now they take a lot more
And
damage at
not
that
only
spot.
that, it tells you where exactly are you in the process of defeating him.
Exactly, it makes
Exactly.
it more interactable. It's not just a health bar that you need to go through. Now it's more of an interactive thing, because you can see parts of their armor falling apart, and you basically create your own weak spots. That would make those sponge enemies actually interesting.
I like the way that there is one YouTuber that says this perfectly. Jack Sater. He's a relatively new YouTuber that reviews games and is actually making a game of his own. Honestly, go check out his channel. He's amazing. Get him to 1 million subs. Seriously. He talks about it.
We're not sponsored by the
We're
guy.
not sponsored. I just respect the dude.
Do not support the competition.
Shut the fuck up. But basically, he says it like they made Assassin's Creed, for example. In Assassin's Creed, he's talking specifically about Ubisoft, how it's downfalling.
Okay.
And he says, in Assassin's Creed, they made you be like a superhero. You'll be able to slam down this giant hammer, and enemies are going to fly 10 feet apart. And that doesn't kill them if you hit them directly with that kind of strength. But if they fall 5 meters, they die.
Yeah, kind of inconsistent.
It's very inconsistent.
That
It's
is
like-
my biggest enemy.
My biggest enemy has an inconsistent plot armor. Like, what the fuck is going on? And, like, sponge enemy, the biggest problem in that game for sponge enemies is if the enemy's too high a level,
You can't
you
actually
can't assassinate them. And you're
Yeah.
like, you stab them in the back of the neck, and he's like, I'm fine.
Yeah,
but-
you
but
stab
you
a
can-
dude in the neck. It's just a flesh wound.
Like, it went right through you. I saw it through your neck. How the fuck are you alive? Blood armor. Like it takes you out of the game. It makes it feel like whatever you do, it doesn't matter.
You're a crappy
You just
assassin.
you're no longer treated to be good for your skills. You're more treated to be good for the levels.
We can discuss that in Ghost of Tsushima, the smaller bosses, when you destroy camps of the Mongolians.
They're
Can-
not handled well. As well.
Yeah, I mean, why do you have the option to have a sneak attack on him, Assassin's Creed style, and it takes tiny bit of his health bar? You know, it's meaningless. Either way, you remove it because it's an enemy that you have to attack directly and fight him in a duel.
I mean, for all the enemy times that we mentioned, there is a good way to make them work. Like, they're not bad as a
They're
concept.
just handled lazily.
Exactly. And generically. Again, the same problem with the entire list and in our topic in general. They're too generic.
Being
they
generic
don't
kills
bring
you.
anything
I think
new, nuance, or interactive in the game.
I think this comes to sponsors. It's a shame that we didn't get more options to disagree with each other, but it just says more about.
It happens.
It was actually interesting to have a topic to agree on. Yeah, it maybe not. Maybe it's not the most engaging one that we've had, or the most controversial one that we've had, but it was still interesting to see that we can actually agree on something.
And if 3 idiots can agree, that means
I mean,
that means though there's something going on that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have to change.
definitely these characters overall need to be changed in games, and they need to be approached in a different way.
Don't make number one thing when you make a character. Don't make the character forgettable if they're a very important part of the story.
Don't make them generic.
Don't
overall.
make them boring.
Give them something to stand out from the crowd, you know? Being more
And we're not
interesting
trying
in
to
a way.
roast you. We're just trying to point out a flaw.
Yeah.
You're definitely roasting you. Okay, I think that's for today. I hope you had a good time. I'm a bit nervous, as you can see.
He's gonna get into it. Don't worry.
So, Pillars of Gaming are gonna fucking we're cutting that.
Till the next time!
Till the next time.